Good day, everyone. In this video, I'm giving you information of preparing for the finals. While talking in this video, I will be talking about Project 7, Final Project, Regular Final, and that's about it. I'm not going to talk about regression in this video because I already posted a video for you guys to go back and do regression on that one. Now, I will post one more video on regression to kind of address the fine details. Alright? I have urgent and important news. No more Desmos. It's very sad. Very, very, very sad. So here's what's going on. After we get through testing, probably a little bit afterwards or so, the Chromebooks will be returned. They're not going to be returned immediately after testing. It may be 2 days afterwards. And that's why I'm probably going to test you on your regressional abilities. So when that do happen, and if that does happen, we're gonna go back to using those calculators. I'm gonna leave them for you to use in the event that I'm out testing and you are not. So the calculators will be there for you. All thing you have to do is just make sure that you know what you're doing. Alright? In your last math class, and this is after Algebra 2, Decimals may not, it's not going to be happening because your teacher of that grade level doesn't really use decimals at all. Calculators will be used to a minimum, so you're going to come a little bit from the dome, or it's going to be from those big old calculators that I have shown you guys throughout the year. Remember, everything you learn to prepare for ACT, because you plan to go to college or anything like that, it's essential to get those ACT scores in all your subjects. If you have a subject that you score on the 18 in, if you go to college, you're going to spend a lot of money on that particular course where you got the low score in. So if you are at 17, you take a remediation course. If you got anything below 16, you have to take 2 remediation courses. Alright? Learn how to work those calculators in the classroom. See me if you need support in the future. I had a few seniors and a few people who took my class last year. They saw me on the regular to kind of prepare and get themselves together. I can't really talk in details about Project 7 and your final project depending on those who got it. Now, remember, right before we took ANET, I spoke to all of you guys. I told you about Project 7. In the event that you don't do well on ANET, but if the class did good enough, you didn't have to do Project 6. So, the reason why my classes never have to do Project 6 because as a body, you did good enough to beat the district. Now, Project 7 are for those who scored low on ANET, and it depends on what you did. So, I sent messages in Google Classroom, gave you the assignment, told you why you got the assignment, what you need to do with the assignment. But I'm going to clarify the details so you can understand what you have to do. Alright, of course, just like in Project 5, there's no Google allowed. None whatsoever. I told y'all this beforehand that all my future projects, no Google is not no Google allowed unless I give you specific permission. Again, those who score poorly, it's on ANET. So if you are in my first period class, if you received it, that just means you just gotta fix the errors. So you don't have to, write out the page numbers. So you just fix them. And you talk about the errors. What's wrong with them? Fix them. And you could do that. You could type that up. Yeah, I don't want a loose leaf paper. I want a digital copy of it. So you type it up, explain the work, and bam, and that shouldn't take long. Second period, you are required to write 6 pages. You are. For all those problems, they should combine 6 pages, but by the time you answer all those questions, you're gonna be over 6 pages anyway. All right. Fourth period. If you did receive it, I need for you to just fix the errors. So fix them, describe the errors, what's wrong with them, all this, all that. Again, I gave it to those who did poorly on the ANET. All right. Fifth period. 6 pages. Late second period or fix the errors. So if I didn't pull you to a side and told you, hey, I need for you just to fix those errors, again, you're going to put out on the Google Doc, you got the 6 pages to contend with. Sixth period, you have to give me those 6 pages. If I gave it to you, 6 pages, unless you was one out of the few who scored well enough. People who scored an 18 on the math ACT, that final project 7 is going to be the final thing. That's going to be the final grade for you. All right, students with A's but do not have an 18. You got 3 pages of fixing errors. So it's just you fixing errors, and it's going to amount to 3 pages. So you won't have to talk too much in depth and in detail. Project 7. Let me go over how to do all of this. It doesn't matter if you have to write the 6 pages or it's just fixing the errors. So when you're going through this project 7, make sure you talk about what the student did well. Make sure you understand why the student wrote the way that he wrote. Maybe you recognize that the student was copying off someone else's work, or maybe he thought of the two negatives, or what have you. You have to be able to explain it as well. Also, talk about why the student's work is incorrect. What's wrong with it? What did the student fail to do? Maybe he forgot to do distributive property. Type the equations. Every equation step, I need for that to be typed up as I'm reading through it. Graphs. Put a graph to them from decimals. All of this must come from the dome, not Google. It all must come from the dome. Like, Project 5 was a little bit lenient. Project 7, nah. If you're not right, if you cheated, that's the end of it, right? And this information I'm telling you, this is what I'm grading you on. This is what I am grading you on. This is what I am grading you on. This is the rubric that I'm seeing. Either you typing the 6 pages or you doing the fixing the errors. You gotta do all of that. Final information. Yeah, please be here for finals because again, if you're not here, by the time I give out finals, that's it. I mean, I'm not waiting for you. I'm not tolerating no late work at this point. Being on time at this point, just don't get a grade. Special student special project. So if you want the kids to I say, okay, just type it up. And you got A, I may just tell you, okay, may add a little bit more information that you're going to need to do. And also, you're going to have an interview. And when you do that, all 3 processes, you will be done before the regular students who have to take their final. So you're gonna be done right before. And again, people with 18s, you're gonna be done much sooner than that. People with 21s, you are already done. You just decided to hang out my class because you like me that much. All right, final information. So I'm going with a list of things that we did from August all the way up to now. So number systems, integer, rational, real, complex number, imaginary. All of that is something you do in the final. Parent functions, logarithmic, polynomials, rational, logarithmic, exponential, trig, statistics. Know and apply the precise definition of mathematics. I cannot stress this out enough. There is going to be some serious points. Literally. That's going to matter a lot. Recall our number facts. Our number system. Go back to project one. Project one. Alright? Black mathematicians and how they satisfy the definition of mathematics. You know the three black ladies from the Hidden Figure movies? Hidden Figure movie? I'm going to be asking you about that. Decoding. You know how I put up the numbers on the board and it's for you to decode? You're going to do that. Ethnomathematics. Um, I may do a short little video on that. It's just more of, okay, ethnomathematics is how a particular culture do mathematics. Or they name it differently from everything else. Final bonus. I may throw a little bonus and may be doing ethnomathematics. Alright, to prepare. Watch Mr. Howard videos. So I'll post them. And I know there's very few of you guys watch those videos. The reason why many of you guys don't do well on my tests is because of you not watching those videos. The videos are telling you what's gonna be on tests. Those information on the video you're gonna see again. 50% of my 60% of my test is coming from the video. 60. Those problems may be exactly it or very similar to it. So please watch those videos as you prepare. Play the cahoots with skills, unless I tell you first. So there's gonna be two types of cahoots that I will be posting. One gonna be for fun, like haha, have fun, you know, and then the other one's gonna be for skill. This is the one that I'm gonna be testing you on. So wherever you score on that particular Kahoot, I'm recording in the grade book. But the one that you do for fun, they're not going to be worth much, as they never have been. Because you goofing off, you googling the answers, you could Google Kahoot. You can. But the ones that I make, I you're gonna struggle. You won't be able to do all of that. So read. And take those notes of the serious document. So I have posted a document for you guys to already look at about polynomials. Please, please, please go look into that. Oh, one more thing. Seniors, I'm gonna be pulling you to the side because I know you got your thing to worry about. So we're gonna get to that. All right, y'all. That's all I gotta say.